Well, it's been a long while since I've done one of these. Oh, that was a shock for you, wasn't it? Well, we had a few changes and moving around to try and make some more room. We're now on shed number 13, which has meant some of this crap that's been stuffed in here, making it unusable, and the brew shed, which currently is still unusable because some of the crap I've had to change. I've just hoofed everything out basically because I picked up some bar stools on one of the giveaway sites, and while I was talking to the guy, he happened to mention he had a upright freezer, which I've been after because as you probably remember, I have got one upright freezer full of hops and ran out of room, so I ended up with if this thing will work, which is not now. Well, if I don't cut that bit out, no, it didn't bloody work. Changing from whatever it is, forward facing camera to rear facing camera, just goes on picture still. So the last bit I just waffled on about was totally pointless because I was talking to a camera, not a video recorder. Anyway, we have gained, if I can zoom in and out, because all you're seeing is a white screen. Yes, another upright freezer. At the minute the little warning light still says it's not up to temp. It's on 3, it's been like that all day. It's minus 12 inside it, and my other little fridge is about minus 10, 11. That's running as well. This one seems to have caught up. I have literally just checked this one, but the probe's not reliably positioned, so it's giving me a completely false reading because it's definitely colder than that inside there. But that's probably something to do with the ambient temperature. Well, it's cooled down a few degrees since I checked, but it was about 32, 34 in here. Because obviously you've got the heat being emanated from the fins at the back of the freezers, and this is a tinny roof. So let's try again. That's better. Exposure's terrible. I know I'm doing it on my phone, but yeah, so I had another little medical fridge as well, pharmacy type one. I think I've shown him before. So now I've just whacked some holes in it, so I've got the original drain hole is now going to be the gas in, and then split it to 2 kegs because the little Coke fridge I've got upstairs won't accommodate 2 kegs. So we've nearly kicked 1 keg, the old Young's IPA pale ale. I can't remember what one I done now. Amber ale, something like that. It's hoppy anyway. Hoppy and cloudy. That's just about done. It was sort of getting to the point of we're getting a bit fed up with it anyway. The bitterness from the oranginess notes. Sort of getting bored with it. Anyway, so we're going to have an option of 2 kegs rather than 1 on the tap, especially now the old weather's a little bit warmer. So I'll just give you a quick dickie of that if the camera will play ball. Yeah, so nothing too dramatic, just bang some holes in there. It's got a little recirculating fan in it. Bog standard, that sort of gets in the way of the keg, but just about sort of fag paper width tolerance on it. Well, yeah, there you see. There used to be a brew shed. Oh, the battery's about to die as well now, so dear. Yeah, so we've got the other one there which does nothing. That one's got beer in it, and that's the fermentation fridge. And still got that sitting on ice, as it were, and a load of fermenters which have just hoofed out of the other shed so that I could get this other freezer in. So now we're going to square that up, go back up the house, bugger about with some more fridges. One of my little jobs that's took me away from beer brewing is put another fence up outside the back. with a nice little bit of access. Got to clear that. Got to make myself a nice little fishing peg down here. And over there is a Finland sunset. Whether it's picking up those two little navigation lights over there. Just there. That's Sutton Bridge. Well, everything's humming away, but now the evening's set in and the temperature's dropped down. The lights have gone out, so we should. Where are we? We're just over 20. Can't see now. Oh no, it's about 28 degrees in here, 24 degrees. Right, let's see how long this bloody camera stays up before it slides over. So apologies, this sort of a spur of the moment type video really. Oh, gone all blurry now. Right, yeah, so no chance to charge the camera up, so I sort of let's hope the old mobile phone does okay. Anyway, I thought I'd better put one on camera at least from Tony Yorkshire Homebrew. Straight out the fridge. I've just done my little moving job. My little single keg fridge is now back to being a beer fridge. Ooh. And just got to wait for the sun to give me a hand to lift the other one up the stairs to the man cave. Norfolk Hillbilly Operations Centre. So I thought, seeing as the keg's virtually empty, and I just took this nice cold beverage out of the fridge, courtesy of Yorkshire Homebrew, in return for signing his flag, we'd have a cold one. I can certainly smell the hops, not overpowering, but flavour and bitterness both parallel with one another there. Well, if I'd been to the doctor's, that's just what he'd have ordered, and if not, I'd still had it anyway. So yeah, not a lot to report other than the little freezer acquisitions. Change around. I haven't. I think there's a few things I've bought for the old brew system, but the shed's been full, so even if I wanted to get on with it, I wouldn't have been able to. And obviously, while the weather's decent, we're pushing on with higher priority jobs around the home. So the fence to keep the dogs in and Nosy Parker's out is up, changed from the other one, and the garden is still looking something like the Somme. Sort of 5 years lost due to depression, and it's taken its toll on the garden and everything else. But we're getting back now. We've demolished the old conservatory and now starting to lay out for the new roof and figuring out where the wall's going to go, because the roof's a roof and there's no windows or anything, so everything's make it work sort of thing. So not much on the brewing front really. With the acquisition of Shed 13, which was another freebie, it's freed up a little bit of room. I didn't want another shed really, honestly, no I didn't. Just a big barn would have done really, but yeah, so that's enabled me to move stuff around. For a little while anyway. I should get rid of it really, but I just haven't had time to start eBaying stuff, which is what most of it was accumulation from when when I was part-time and out of work, when I used to do a bit of wheeling and dealing. So it's all the leftovers and detritus. But we'll get around to that as well when we get a chance. Work-wise has been, well, not very busy up until just after Easter really, which is usually about when it starts to pick up. managed to get Holiday in to do the work around the house. And then the guy who works with me was a bit crook, had a dodgy knee. He was off 2 weeks and then he quit. His mum became ill, so he resigned. And so I was sort of winging it for about 3 weeks, I think. Then my lad lost his job. So I suggested a solution to the problem was hiring me son as #1 beer warehouse assistant now. So it's a family concern all way around now. So 2 of us in charge of the beer world. So not a lot else to tell you, I don't think. I may continue this update, or I could just waffle on even more. I hope that's just a line on the camera and not something telling me the phone's knackered. Anyway, the battery's still dying, and so's the art of conversation. So I will leave it for now until the next one, when we could have a special guest appearance by a brew tuber that went away for a little while and then came back. So I cloned him, and he's not in the 300 recipes clone brew book.